Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Ashley, with Her Story, My Life. And today I'm basically going to be piggybacking off of what I've been talking about over the last few weeks. And that's unfortunately my migraines. So I wanted to just come back and give some information. Hopefully I don't get bust over my head with this picture back here from Mr. Elijah. So what I'm going to do, and excuse me, I'm just going to go ahead and move this picture. I was trying to give y'all a little visual so you won't have to focus in on me so much, but I'm terrified that he's probably going to bust me over the head with it. So we may have to end up moving that for my sake because I don't want to end up unconscious on this camera. But if he keep messing with it, I'm going to have to move it. But unfortunately, I am still dealing with the migraine. And I'm going to try and not have to edit this as much as possible so I can get this out to you guys. So I'm gonna keep rolling as much as possible. So today's video is basically gonna be about a lot of the ways that I kind of try and cope with the migraines.
A lot of the ways that I deal with the migraines, since I have been dealing with them for about 9,999 days. Yeah, I said it, about 9,999 days at this point in time. So
I've developed a few coping methods just to try and help me keep going with my days so that I'm not just sitting in my bed crying about it, moping around, not living life pretty much. I'm gonna give you a few tips. They're not in any particular order. And now he's gone, so I hope it's safe. They're not in any particular order. Always I would encourage you all to speak with your doctor because I am not a doctor at all. Because if so, then I would diagnose myself and I wouldn't be dealing with it. So speak with the doctor. Hopefully they can help you all so that you all wouldn't be having to deal with the things that I'm dealing with. So one of the things that you want to make sure that you're doing, and even if you don't have migraines, but especially if you are suffering from migraines, you want to make sure that, and I got my list here because when you deal with migraines, your mind is like mush, pretty much mush. I have a hard time remembering things. I'm stuttering through stuff. So if y'all hear me stuttering through, that's the reason I can't remember hardly anything right now. Yeah. So like I said, you want to hydrate. You want to stay hydrated, drinking lots of water. Oh my God. Yeah. My baby's over here trying to walk while I'm recording this video. So, I may end up stopping this video if he just all of a sudden starts walking on me. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on. Okay, anyway. Back to what I'm saying. Hydrate. You want to hydrate yourself so that you can make sure that you're getting enough fluids in your system. Okay? You want to hydrate yourself. Even like electrolytes. Maybe some Gatorade or Powerade or even like the Pedialyte and things like that or whatever. Get those electrolytes in your system so that it can help all of your bodies, all of your little cells and stuff in your system to function the way that it needs to function. You want to hydrate, okay? Okay, so the next thing that I would suggest for you, if you feel like a migraine is coming on or even like a harsh headache, I would suggest like a cold compress for your head or around the area in which the migraine or the headache is coming on. So usually I would put like a cold compress like across my forehead, or even if it's like around my temples or even on my eyes. When I feel like the migraine is coming on or the headache is coming on, I'll sit in my room or even across my couch and I'll put the cold compress on and sit with it like that, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes just to see if it makes some form of a difference. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't, but it doesn't hurt to try it. You know what I'm saying? Especially while you're trying to let it do something. And now I have a phone call, so give me a second, guys. So one of the things that you want to make sure that you're doing, and even if you don't have migraines, but especially if you are suffering from migraines, you want to make sure that, and I got my list here because when you deal with migraines, your mind is like mush, pretty much mush. I have a hard time remembering things. I'm stuttering through stuff. So if y'all hear me stuttering through, that's the reason I can't remember hardly anything right now. Yeah. So like I said, you want to hydrate. You want to stay hydrated, drinking lots of water. Oh my God. Yeah. My baby's over here trying to walk while I'm recording this video. So, I may end up stopping this video if he just all of a sudden starts walking on me. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on. Okay, anyway. Back to what I'm saying. Hydrate. You want to hydrate yourself so that you can make sure that you're getting enough fluids in your system. Okay? You want to hydrate yourself. Even like electrolytes, maybe some Gatorade or Powerade, or even like the Pedialyte and things like that or whatever. Get those electrolytes in your system so that it can help all of your bodies, all of your little cells and stuff in your system to function the way that it needs to function. You want to hydrate, okay? Another thing that I would suggest for you to do or to try when having like a bad headache or a migraine would be to do some deep breathing. That would be where you would inhale through your mouth. I would say take in maybe like 5 in through your mouth.
Another good idea that I have for you guys is to get outside and get some fresh air. Sometimes when we are in the house, a lot of times, like especially like during the pandemic, it was pretty hard or whatever, especially during the cold season, because I know here in Chicago, we have a lot of cold season. Even when it's going into the spring season, we still have a lot of cold weather. But getting outside, even stepping out just on the front porch, just to get a little bit of fresh air, helps a lot. I live kind of like in an older building, so the air or the, what would it be? What would it be considered? Again, like I told y'all, my brain is not really, it ain't really working for me right now. But, what is it, y'all? Oh, wait, I'm like really dragging y'all. The circulation is not, this baby is literally like taking steps in front of me, y'all. It's so crazy. So I'm not even gonna pay no attention to it until he fully walks.
But the circulation is not 100% great. So sometimes it helps for me to step outside just to get better air quality and get that fresh air going. And it opens up my system a lot better so that I can breathe better, and it kind of sometimes it kind of makes me feel better a little bit. So stepping outside to get some fresh air, it sometimes makes me feel a little better. So that's another idea, is getting some fresh air. And sometimes it may help you just feel better in the sense of it may clear your mind just a little bit. So fresh air. My next idea to try and deal with your migraines would be some form of caffeine. Now, I know some people are not big on caffeine, but I know for me with migraines, some of the medications that the doctors prescribe have some form of caffeine in them. I drink coffee. They said that it is a good idea that I do drink coffee already. Now, they don't want you to overload on coffee, so I wouldn't say just drink coffee all day long or tea or whatever it is all day long. But I would say have you a nice strong cup of coffee or tea or whatever it is that you like to have, and see if that makes a difference. See if that makes some form of difference. Now, I had someone who told me one time to get a can of Pepsi, get it as cold as possible, almost freezing, and then squeeze a lime in it or something like that. Even though I'm not a fan of lime, they told me to squeeze a half a lime in it and drink it like that and see if it helped with the migraine. But I couldn't do it because I couldn't stand the taste of lime. So you can also try that. I'm not sure. But next we have over-the-counter and prescribed medications. Now, over-the-counter prescriptions will be your basic Tylenols, ibuprofen, naproxens, anything like Advil, Aleve, any of those medicines that you can buy straight out of the pharmacy that you don't need a prescription for. Even like the Excedrins, things like those. Now, for me, excuse me, son. I'm in the middle of recording. Thank you. For me personally, I have not found any of those to actually work for me when I have the severe migraines, unfortunately. If anything, they may take like a little bit of the edge off of a bad migraine, but that's about it. Even with my headaches, they don't really take away the headache, unfortunately. So no, unfortunately. But for you, it definitely may be a difference. Now, as far as he's trying to wait for y'all. As far as the prescribed medication that I am on now, I have been on this medication that they prescribed me. I have been on it almost 2 weeks now, and I can tell a difference. Thus far, it has not taken the migraines away. but there is a difference. It's not as bad. It's still bad, but it's not as bad, and I'm grateful for that. So that is a start. I'm hoping that it continues to get better, along with a few other medications that I'm gonna start, or vitamins that I'm gonna be starting. So that is a plus. So I'm hoping that with time things get better. Prescribed and over-the-counter medications are an idea for migraines. So that's an idea. I'm sorry, y'all, if my camera is shaking, but somebody is down here shaking my table. So that's why my camera is shaking. This is the story of my life right now, because he's already taken his nap for today. So yeah. Anyway, next up will be rest. Rest is important. Rest, if you can, then it's a great idea. It's easier said than done, because it's not always feasible, and to be honest, it does not always work. For me, even when I rest, it's not always successful, because even in my sleep, when I rest, when I have a bad migraine, for one, I'm kind of paranoid when I rest when I have a bad migraine, because I be kind of scared to fall asleep when I have a bad migraine. So it makes me check my blood pressure and this and that before I even fall asleep. Okay, also you want to check for other symptoms. When you're having migraines, like I was telling you, as far as like when I rest, I check my blood pressure. You want to check for other symptoms. When you're having a migraine, you want to say, you know, what other symptoms are you feeling? You know, do you feel dizzy? Are you feeling nauseous? You know, do you feel like your blood pressure may be up? Is your heart racing? You know, any of those types of things, you want to make sure that nothing else is going on, because these are things that you want to go and tell your doctor with, because that's another thing. You want to seek help. You don't want to just sit with headaches or migraines ongoing for undisclosed amount of time. You don't want to just sit with headaches and migraines. You want to go and seek help. Let them know what's going on and let them help you. You don't just want to sit and doctor yourself. That's not a good idea. Believe it or not, when I was younger, I used to do that, unfortunately, and I had to learn the hard way. That's not it. That's not what you do. You don't just say, oh, well, the only thing that's going to happen, I'm going to go sit in this hospital for all this time. They're going to prescribe me some Tylenol, and they're not going to do anything, and I'm going to get a bill. No, that's not it. You want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You want to make sure that you're getting the answers that you deserve, because you deserve it. You're worth it. So take care of yourself. Seek help and take care of yourself. Another good idea for migraines is sometimes you may need some self-care. Self-care could be anything from just pampering yourself to maybe a hot bath, a hot shower, which could open up some things in your system that, son? Are y'all praying for the parents with toddlers? I just want to know. Anyway, self-care. Take care of yourself. Pamper yourself, even if it's only 10 to 15 minutes. Even if it's 5 minutes, take that time for yourself. And I'm saying this to you all, but I'm really, really looking at the camera and saying it to myself. Take 5 minutes for yourself, because you deserve it. You work hard 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, taking care of your children, doing everything in your power to make sure that they are good. You deserve it. Whatever it is that your heart desires, whether it's a small little thing or a very large thing, whether it's monetary, whether it's something as simple as painting your nails, a hot bath, whatever it is, take care of yourself. That's all I'm going to tell you. Self-care. Another good idea for taking care of yourself during a migraine is isolation. Isolation is basically where you would take yourself into a closed area. And I'm sorry again for the shaky camera. He is below me, right here by this table. So I'm sorry about that. But focus on the message and not the messenger or the shaky camera. But isolation, where you would take yourself inside of a designated area where you would close yourself in. You would turn off the lights, get rid of all the sounds, all the lights, everything that you possibly can, and you would just sit there in the dark, possibly with your eyes closed, and you would just sit. And you would just relax yourself. Because when you have a migraine, usually, at least I'm going to speak for myself, usually all the lights, they're going to hurt. All the sounds, they're going to hurt. And the only thing that's going to help you is just sitting there in that time space, in that space, and just sitting. That's it. That's all. That's all you want to do. And that's all you really can do. So isolation is going to be the only thing that you really can do. So that's another thing that you can do to help with your migraine. Now, this person would not be a good idea to have in your isolation room. Okay, guys, the last one that I have for you today is laughter and family time. This one always seems to bring me back to a greater time. It always seems to bring me out of my funk. No matter how I'm feeling, whether the migraine stays or goes, it always makes me feel better. Laughter and a good time. A good time. That is the best medicine. They always say laughter is the best medicine, and they are absolutely right. Laughter is the best medicine. I enjoy spending so much time with my family, whether it is my immediate family, the one that I have created, or my big family, where it's my parents, my siblings, my extended family, whatever it is. Whenever we all get together, it is an amazing time, and it always makes me forget about my migraines. It always makes me feel so much better. So I encourage that if you are feeling bad, or if you're feeling down, or whatever the case may be, if the migraines got you just feeling like you just can't go no further, even if you don't have your family around, find something funny to watch on YouTube, find something funny to watch on TikTok, on Instagram, whatever it is. Find you something funny to watch and laugh till you can't laugh no more. Even if it hurts, just laugh anyway. And I promise you, you're gonna feel better. So I'm gonna end it here because I feel like I done talked too much, and I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. And it's the weekend, and I gotta get my baby together because his luncheon is this weekend. So we're gonna end it here, like I said. If you are not subscribed, I ask that you go ahead and subscribe, because we would love to have you here on our channel. We are slowly growing and glowing over here, and why not be a part of our team? Why not? If you are already subscribed, we are so glad to have you here. Go ahead and like this video because we appreciate you over here. Go ahead and drop a purple heart down in the comment section, just showing some love to the team. And we will see you all in the next video. Elijah says hi. As always, he cannot miss a video, right? And we'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe he'll be walking in the next one. Say bye, Pootie.